Hello everyone. Today I wanted to do a quick video on a tool that I've been carrying on and off for probably about a year now. I've had this thing for a while and there is a lot of functions to this thing. And this is made by a company called Ruike, I think you pronounce it. And this thing is probably, I would say, it would be a good competition for a tool such as, your Victorinox Swiss Army knives. I mean, this is a Swiss Champ, and the Swiss Champ's a giant tool, but I do carry one of these. When I carry my white EDC, this goes in a bag, and it comes with me everywhere I go. So, it packs a lot of function, and it's not quite as big as Swiss Champ. But we might as well go over a couple things about it, and we might as well start on the easy side, which is the back. They make this tool in a bunch of different layers, kind of like how the Swiss Army knives are. So you can buy this thing with all different kinds of layers. But if we go right on the back here, you got a corkscrew, which I have actually used this before for its intended purpose. Then, beside that, I always have problems getting these back ones open. There's a awl with a sewing hole, and it is plenty sharp. And that is it on the back. Everything else are the back spacers. So, on the very bottom, you got a glass breaker, and it does protrude there a good bit, but it doesn't bother you while you're carrying it in your pocket. Here on this side, there is a scale tool, and it is a large set of tweezers compared to what we're used to working with on the Swiss Army knives. Mine has its clip on it, so I used a toothpick to pop this out. And I don't carry the clip in my pocket. I use the clip to hook in my pack so I can find it. But here is the pair of tweezers from the Swiss Champ. So that is lined up. I mean, they're wider, they're thicker. They don't quite have the hooks on them, which I might try to bend these on there one day. They're ever so slightly bent towards each other, but I have used these to pull jaggers out and splinters and whatnot, and they do work. They're a real strong spring. So you lay that back in. Nothing on the top, nothing else scales wise. So then you come from this side, we'll go over that. It comes with this pocket clip on it. So this one's not unbearably uncomfortable to carry, really. If you're going to carry this, you can throw it right in your pocket and replace your knife with it if you want to. So you get a flathead bottle opener. And I'm guessing this is just like a wire bender. And then you come onto this side, and we get a serrated blade here. It's like a package opener, and it is sharp. And then you get a very small flat screwdriver. I guess you could probably do Phillips heads with it, but I don't know how comfortable I would be with putting pressure like that. It might come down and snap on your finger. Other than that, moving on, there's a lanyard ring. And from there we have a big pair of scissors. And they're not quite as large as some of the scissors on the previous tools I've showed, but compared to, while I have this down there, I might as well show you the difference between that. and the set on the Swiss Army knife. So there's a big difference between these two sets of scissors. I guess if I put it on the phone. You can see the scissors here on the rake they're a lot bigger, they're a lot thicker, and the spring is a lot stronger than what they are on here. And these scissors do cut really well. I can't complain. I've cut some stuff with them. Anything you could think of that you would come across in a daily situation. So other than that, we'll move on. One thing I do like, I'm going to close this side up, but this saw. This saw, I've used it out in the woods, just knock some little tree limbs off and whatnot. It's a pretty good saw. And then beyond that, we have a hard to get a hold of, but we have a, might as well fold these back down, I guess, huh? Get them out of the way. This one's not as easy to work around, but you get a pair of pliers, and they also have a big old spring on them, and that is a crimper. Now, one strange thing, they do move a little bit while you're using them. So that spring is so strong, it kind of pushes the pliers towards the inside of the tool while you're using it, which is not a big deal. Then you got a little crimper, and they do meet up fairly decent. It's not bad. They line up straight. And you could pick splinters or whatever with this if you had to. And I've even held little small nuts with that before. You can't go too big, but you can hang on to stuff with them. And here's the set on the Victorinox. They're reasonably close to the same size, but the rake tool, it's just a little bit more beefier in both dimensions. So the Victorinox pair, it does line up on it, like they come together a little tighter, but basically the same functionality. I think the rake ones open a little bigger, but that's because they are a little bigger. They both have the, whatever you want to call that, the crimper, I guess you would call it. I don't know how much crimping you could do with it, but I just want to show you them in comparison too, because it has that tool on it also. And then the very last tool on here is, I was opening up something with it. Something with a sticker on it, but this tells you, it has the branding, and it tells you what steel it's made out of. So these cost a little bit more, but they are a good option if you don't want to do something like the Swiss Champ. Or any of the Swiss Army knives. There's probably, like the Super Tinker or any of the other ones like that. There's so many variants of them too that it doesn't matter which one of these you pick. But if you're not a Swiss Army knife fan, there are always other options like this. And this one I would recommend. I mean, it's a really good tool. I've used it a lot. I got a lot of experience with this one, and I can't complain. I'll definitely pick up more of these. So thanks everybody for watching. I do really appreciate it. And like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. All right. Thank you.